Alright, hello again. We're now going to look at the first three levels of the trading pyramid. Now the first one is you, and I've added to this trade what you see, not what you think. This is very important. A lot of traders get a fixed idea in their mind and they start thinking things like the market's going to go up, the market's going to go down. You need to just trade what's actually happening, and if you don't do that, you're sort of living in a world of unreality. You're not actually with it, as it were. You're somewhere else. It's very easy for people to get fixed ideas. They sort of assume things will go their way and don't really see the signs because they don't want to see the signs. You know, they're living in this dream world, and you need to get out of that and look at what the market's actually doing, not what you want it to do. I mean, this happens in all walks of life. We have a certain outcome which we're optimistic about, and it's very easy to just ignore the signs of things that are happening. Rally that we've seen is an example where the thing just went up and up and up and up, and it was unreal, really. And I suffered that myself, in fact. It's too easy to get into this dream world, really bubble, and not pay attention to what's really happening. So trade what you see, not what you think, essential. Commitment. Unless you're committed to this, you're not going to stay the course. It does require a lot of effort. You'll make losses, which will be painful, and psychological research has shown that we suffer twice as much, maybe even 4 times as much from a loss as we benefit from the pleasure of a gain. So even if we just make 1 loss for every 2 profits, i.e. we've got a good winning system, that loss may well make us worse than the 2 profits make us feel good. And that's quite tough psychologically. It's quite tough to actually work through that kind of issue. But apart from that, but also you need to research issues, you need to research systems. You can buy them. I mean, that's why I produce CrowdGap. But it's actually better to research, develop your own system. Having said that, you may need to start off with something else, which again, CrowdGap serves that purpose, so that you can develop your own system based on a solid foundation of a system that's proven to be successful. You want to attend seminars. There's a lot of stuff you should be doing. I mean, seminars are interesting actually because successful people rave about seminars. They say, wow, they're really, really good place to go. You meet good people, you make contacts, you get ideas, you make money from the ideas. Unsuccessful people, on the other hand, really knock seminars. It's quite bizarre to think about it. The people who actually make money go to seminars. People who don't think they're a waste of time. And the reason, actually, in fact, there is some truth in this, because the point is, a successful person will go to a seminar, learn good stuff, apply that stuff, and make money. And the cost of the seminar will be recovered completely, and maybe with 1,000 times revenue coming in over the next few years. The guy who's not with it, a loser if you like, would go to a seminar. He may get ideas, but he do nothing with them, or he do it the wrong way, or he's too lazy, or he's too this or too that. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But seminars and that kind of stuff can be invaluable if you're the right kind of person. Somebody who gets out there and does stuff. Absolutely essential. So commitment is the second stage of the pyramid. Absolutely essential. Next we've got discipline. Now, unless you apply discipline to your trading, so again, use CrowdGap as an example, unless you apply the rules, you're not trading CrowdGap, you're trading some other system that no one's ever tested. And in fact, you're almost trading either emotionally or by whim. And again, you're just in a random situation where nothing you're doing has been tested out. And the whole point of a winning system is it's been tested over the years, tried and tested, shown to work, and therefore you should follow the rules. If you start changing those rules, clearly you're not trading the system. So discipline is another key issue. Quite tough. I mean, I can't say I'm a very disciplined person. I write books, I'm quite creative, and discipline and creativity don't necessarily go hand in hand. But when it comes to trading, I'm very disciplined, because that's the way it's got to be. It's rather like if you're driving a car, riding a bicycle, walking along a wall. That's the kind of thing you like to do. There are things in life where discipline is absolutely essential, and you just have to have it, or in some cases you just die. And in the markets, you may die financially without discipline. So in the next video, we're going to look at the next levels of the pyramid, where we look at the money management criteria, which is the next essential levels if we're going to make money in the markets. So thank you again for listening. Again, hope you found it interesting and useful, and I'll be back shortly. Thank you.